lead us in prayer.
Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we want to thank you today for this beautiful day we had. And Lord, we just thank you for all the blessings you give us every day. And just help us to be thankful. But most of all, help us to be thankful for your Son that died on the cross for our sins. And go with us and forgive us of our sins. And these things we ask in thy name. Amen.
Amen. If you would remain standing, we'll say pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Let's see here. Get all my stuff in order here. All right. I'd like to go ahead and call this meeting to order. Lucy, if you would, call the roll for me.
Miss Myrtle. Here. Eugene.
Here.
Mayor Self.
Here.
Brenda.
Here.
John.
Here.
Mayor, you have a quorum. Steve's absent.
Okay. All right. I'd like to welcome everybody to our monthly council meeting. If you have a phone, please mute or turn them off for the duration of the meeting. We greatly appreciate it. At the conclusion of all business, we'll open the floor for public comments or questions. Until then, please refrain or wait to be called on. Face covers are required. We've got a box of masks right behind you, Alex. All right, let's go ahead and review the minutes from September 13th, regular council meeting.
Yes, sir. Mayor Arthur Self called to order the regular meeting of the council at 7 p.m. on September 13th, 2021 in the town hall. The invocation was given by Myrtle Van Cleet. The Pledge of Allegiance was recited by all. The roll call was had. The following persons were present: Mayor Arthur Self, Councilors Myrtle Van Cleet, Eugene Kiley, Brenda Lowe, John King, and Steve Brewer. The minutes from the August regular meeting were read. Brenda Lowe made the motion to accept them as read, seconded by Eugene Kiley. Motion carried. The financials for August were given. John King made the motion to accept them as given. Steve Brewer seconded. Motion carried. Reports of officers. Steve Brewer shared a conversation he had with Commissioner Washburn. The commissioner says that it will be next spring before he can get started on Cobbersville and Smith Mill roads. He apologizes for the delay. He noted that weather and budgets have been the reason. Old business. The clerk reported that the safety issue at the intersection of Cobbersville and Deansbury Road is no longer there. The grass has been cut and the street sign replaced. Thanks to Blount County and Scott Mordecai for their efforts. We were told that Alabama Power had not fixed the light on Cobbersville Road, and the clerk is to follow up on this, and the light on Smith Mill Road. The clerk explained the reason for the street light bill difference from month to month. The reason is the number of days billed in each month. Mayor Self discussed the appointments for the Nuisance Abatement Board. Those nominated were Cecil Calvert, Curtis Calfee, Heath Stockton, Scott Mordecai, and Michael Robertson. Mr. Calfee and Mr. Mordecai have agreed to to this appointment. Mayor Self will be contacting the others about serving on this board. The office paper shredder has been replaced for less than $75. A motion to adjourn was made by Myrtle Van Cleef and seconded by John Kenny. Motion carried. Meeting adjourned. Respectfully submitted, Lucy Cotton.
All right, any corrections or comments on the minutes from the September 13th regular council meeting? If not, do we have a motion to accept as read?
I'll make a motion we accept as read.
I second.
All right, Eugene made the motion to accept as read, seconded by Brenda. All in favor? All right, unanimous, motion's carried. All right. Okay, next we'll get into the financial reports. We keep building to these financial reports, keep adding to them. All right, let's go with the first one, is the 4, 5, and 6 road account. Beginning balance is $13,372.40. Ending balance, $13,572.44. Next is the 2 and 7 road account. Beginning balance is $8,425.74. Ending balance is $7,637.49. Next is the capital improvements fund. The beginning and ending balance, $16,096.77. All right, next. Did somebody not get a copy of the capital improvements?
I
Because I
did.
got 2 copies.
I did.
Sorry
Okay.
about that. Y'all were
All
close
right.
together.
Okay, next up is the Rebuild Alabama diesel tax. Beginning balance of $5,056.86. Ending balance is $5,317.79. All right, next is the Rebuild Alabama gas tax. Beginning balance is $15,573.10. Ending balance is $16,490.35. Okay. Moving Blount County Ford account. Beginning balance is $28,067.71. Ending balance is $28,686.87. And the last one is the general fund account. Beginning balance is $27,199.72. Our ending balance is $25,374.54. Okay. Any questions or comments or corrections for any of the financial reports? All right. If not, do we have a motion to accept as read?
I'll make a motion. Accepted as read.
All right, John's made a motion.
I second.
Brenda's second. All in favor? All right, unanimous, motion's carried. All right, have no standing committees or special committees to report? Reports from officers, there's no change there. Under old business, I want to cover this very quickly here. We still haven't got street light pole numbers yet. Not all of them, we haven't updated the list.
It was, I saw Alabama Power down here on Smith Mill at that pole the other day, and the man in the white pickup. I was hoping that he had been to the other one that day also. That's why I asked you
Was
if
it?
it had been fixed.
I was asking about pole numbers.
Oh,
that
poll
we haven't
numbers
got
for
done.
all of them? Oh, no, sir, I
Okay.
hadn't had time to get them all. I have some of them. I have a list started, but,
All right, well, I just have to
yeah, okay,
had to-
all right.
update our list there.
All right, we'll keep working on that.
Okay, all right. Scott, were you able to contact Michael about the?
Yes, he said he would do it.
All right, great. Well, we get at least 3 members with that.
And who is that now?
Michael Robinson,
Michael, okay, so
yeah.
it'll be Michael?
Curtis, Michael, and Scott,
Okay,
definitely. All right. Okay, we'll continue on that, and hopefully in the next month or so we'll have our first nuisance abatement board meeting and establish procedures, etc. All right, that's all I have for old business. All right, under new business, we're going to, well, I knew we need to go into an executive session for a little bit to discuss some possible litigation issues that we need to discuss with the attorney. So at this point, I need someone to make a motion to adjourn to special committee
I'll
or
make a
executive
motion
committee.
that we adjourn to a special committee.
I'm sorry, executive session.
Executive session.
Okay.
Come on, Mr. Mayor.
Get it right, yes. All right. Myrtle's made the motion to go into executive sessions. We have a second.
Second it.
Brenda's seconded. All in favor? All right, motion carried unanimously. All right, what we will do, we'll adjourn to an executive session, and we'll set approximately 30 minutes. So it's by this clock right here at 7:15. So we should adjourn to resume the regular meeting to finish up our business at 7:45. So in the interim, I have to ask you to wait outside. And let me. We're
Like
back live
42 or
again.
43.
I'd like to call this meeting back to order,
okay,
and we will finish up our agenda.
okay.
We're back from executive session, and we will continue on now with our new business, other new business. All right, the first item I have on the under new business is as we have done with Jefferson County, we received a memorandum of understanding between Blount County Commission and Town of County Line regarding debris removal and monitoring services. Again, it's basically the same thing as the agreement we have with Jefferson County, and I just need the council's approval to go ahead and sign it and get it back to them. So, again, this is a memorandum of understanding between Blount County Commission and Town of County Line for debris removal and monitoring. Use their contact price,
How much we gotta pay them?
only if we use it. We
Oh.
use, this allows us to use a predetermined priced list for removal. They've got a contract. There's different regions in the state that the county commissions get together and, as a group, contract out and establish a contract for debris removal. And it's the same thing we're doing with Jefferson County. We don't pay them anything until we use the service,
Oh, okay.
okay? But it just gives us the ability to make use of the predetermined contract price.
Okay. I'll make a motion and we'll sign.
I'll
Make a
second.
motion to enter into the memorandum of understanding with Mott County.
Right.
I'll second it.
All right. Motion made by John, seconded by Myrtle. All in favor? All right, motion carried. Let me go ahead and find a surface. All right, today is the 11th day of October, 21. And I'll let you have this copy when the meeting's over.
Okay.
All right. Okay, next thing I have on my new business, here in another month and a half, or by the end of the year, our, let me get up here on the screen. Our antivirus for all of our laptops will expire the end of this year. And I would like to go ahead and purchase a 2-year subscription, which will cover up to 25 PCs, which will cover all of our PCs. And for a 2-year subscription, it's basically $85. So I need to get the council's approval to renew our McAfee antivirus for all the town's laptops.
I make a motion that we give you permission to update
Okay.
and renew.
Brenda's made a motion to go ahead and update or renew the subscription.
I'll second it.
All right, Eugene seconded. All in favor? All right, motion carried. All right, I have no petitions, applications, complaints, appeals, or communications, no ordinances, resolutions, orders, or other business. And now we're to public comments or questions. And what do you have? Hold on just a second, let me, okay.
Okay, first I want to thank you for something you done about 7 months ago when the tornado come over. You come down our road and everybody down that road was checking on everybody. We do appreciate it. And I know Lucy and Eugene been down there 2 or 3 times. I don't know about Brenda, she goes down that road every day. But anyway, I got a question. Does the city have a nuisance order?
Yes, we do. We passed a nuisance ordinance. It's been a couple of months ago, and we will be, we're forming the board. There's a review, basically a review board. It's, we call it a nuisance abatement board that will investigate any nuisance complaints and take appropriate action.
Okay, the reason I asked, we got a guy that leases Sue Francis pasture, and his cows has been out for about 2 weeks up the other day. And make the long story short, they got on my fresh concrete I poured, and you guess what happened next? You know how hard that stuff get off of concrete once they do their business on it? And they kind of let me know that, you know, they just cows, okay? And the fence is down all up behind my house. I got pictures of it. Fence ain't up too good down Cobras Hill Road. They went all the way down to James Glover's, you know what I'm talking about, as far as Brenda's ain't. They've been all the way down there. They come all the way up to Robert Clay the other day, and he still didn't get them up. And my little brother, well, my little brother had a conversation with him, and they come and got him. It took them over 4 hours to get 2 cows up. I mean, instead of a week.
They
They
stay out all the time.
They out all the time. And his name is, Robert Turner, that leads the pastor, you know. I didn't find that much out, but anything y'all can do, but he don't care whether they get out or not. He done let us know, you know, hey, I'm going to sell and buy them, put them in the pasture, that's it,
Well, may I make a suggestion
yeah.
that we call animal control? We got stray animals.
Okay,
You got, cows that are unattended and not being kept up.
well,
And they're on your property.
But I mean, that's just one thing. But yes, we do have a nuisance ordinance. And see, I don't know that,
well, next time they got out, they gonna get out, they was out today, I don't know what. Brenda
They were
said.
out yesterday too.
And, they have told Cecil's pastor up in one place, and, he told the guy last weekend, "You cows get back in my pasture, don't come after, 'cause they mine." 'Cause he let them stay in there 14 to 15 days here a while back, didn't come see about them, didn't do nothing. And that's why he took that fence down, Brenda. But, another question I have, and it's always been it's a problem since Strickland got out of office. The cross drain down there, below my house, you know what I'm talking about?
it is,
The cross drain,
oh yeah, the one that, caved in a couple of years back
right,
on Cecil's side.
something gonna have to be done. I mean, that road can't keep being flooded, because other night down there, people stopping and looking to see if they gonna go through it. And I called Nick, and he said, "Well, we can't do nothing about it till spring of the year." If that's his attitude, we don't need him as commissioner, y'all, that's just the way I feel about it, you know. What'd you say?
I didn't know.
Hey, and the shoulder, buddy, they got, the stone washed all the shoulder about that far. And it rolls off in the ditch, and one part of the ditch is about that deep. And,
We got the same problem on.
Cobweb Seal, I don't know what y'all been doing there now. The pipe right there gives all the way to, got a big hole right in the center of it, about that big around that window. And I'm here to tell y'all that if another big rain comes like we've been having, Brenda and them ain't gonna get out. 'Cause what that water does, it goes in that hole, and what does it do, Gene? It washes out another
Washes
pipe.
out bigger.
Huh?
It washes out bigger.
Gets bigger and bigger. I told him about it, he said, "Well, I'll try to get down there in the next few weeks to see about it." But, you
There
know, if
are,
he ain't gonna take care of the roads, what can we do about it?
well, we are gonna be doing some work on Coppersville and, Smith Mill. And looks like we're gonna need to do some on Dean's Ferry too. We've been in discussions with Commissioner about doing the road work. And just because of weather and the backlog that they've got because of weather this year, we're not gonna get our work done this year. It'll be next spring.
Well, Dean's Ferry Road probably in pretty good shape, except it got potholes in it, and the pavers beginning to turn loose on it. But the pipe situation,
That's gonna wash out the road.
it's gonna wash the road out.
Yep.
And, and I'm gonna go back to Brendan and go, if another big rain comes, it washes that road out, it's gonna be 10 or 12 hours before he gets anything put back in along it. And you got blanks down there, there's some people down there sick, if they have a heart attack or stroke, they won't be able to get in and out. I don't know whether he knows that or not, but he's liable for that road to be passable, Nick is. And I'm gonna give y'all an example I was involved in. We was involved in cutting and cleaning the road in Jefferson County. And Lucy and Jean, if I called the road's name, the community, they would know. It was in the town, and the county had control on it, just like they do up here. Lady Rick broke her husband's back, messed him up real bad, no shoulder. You follow me? No shoulder. They sued the county and the city and collected off of both of them. I'm telling you, it's a hazardous down there. And down at Sue's Pond, I love Sue, but the county needs to put in a pipe down there. It was still running the other morning at 6 o'clock when I walked down there.
Yeah, it's
And the
running across Dean's Ferry down there really
Yeah.
bad.
And Nick tells me they can't do nothing about it. Well, they got prescriptive right of way on that road. You know what I'm talking about, prescriptive right of way? They can take what they need to make the road safe. I said something to him about it. Oh, he said, ban the sewers, the Sue Francis is sue us. Sue Francis can't sue nobody if he puts a pipe in, cause that is taking care of the base of the road. You understand what I'm talking about, the base of the road?
Well,
Instead of-
nobody owns the road.
Huh?
The county owns the road.
county.
Sue Francis and Van don't.
Well, they own, the way my deed and all the other deeds I've seen right on, Dean's Ferry Road, the property goes to the center of the road. That's how come it's.
Well, my property goes across the road in front of my
Right.
house,
But they still got.
but they
right-of-way.
still have the right of way.
They still got a prescription right away. But, you know, that would take care of a lot of the problems on Dean's Ferry Road, people. And Strickland put in a smaller pipe. You remember when he put all them pipe in? He took a 24-inch pipe, put an 18-inch pipe in. If you cut the restriction, water 6 inches, you're gonna have problems. But you know, I know it's in the city of Caroline, I know it belongs to Block County. If y'all can give somebody some help on that, it sure will be appreciated.
Well, the county is responsible for
Right.
maintaining that road.
And up there on top of the hill, I don't know where y'all been down through that or not, since it come that last flood. The water got so bad up there, and where it always stays in the road, Brenda. You see where that car went over in the field there to get out of it? Yeah. And, it was across the road out there at the Black Church Road too. And, it's just, I don't know why I did. He could go down there and put a pipe in. If he'll give me the backhoe and furnish the pipe, we'll put the pipe in. You know, but that's just a problem that somebody gonna get in the bind on.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I know it's not immediate, but, we do have plans to work on the roads, but, that does sound like that needs to be addressed prior to the spring.
It does, because it'll cause him to have to do more road work
Yeah,
than he plans.
Yeah, because
The
right there at Freda's, where Freda
Got
lives,
to give the water a
Dean's
place to
Ferry's
go.
Coppersville's just as bad as it ever was.
Yeah,
And then we still got that whole
yeah.
drop off.
you know, I recommended Dick when I talked to him here a while back, about that, talking about Freddy's. You know, they just dug a hole over and put that pipe in that hole. Well, all that dirt washing in that pipe coming off all that hill. And I told Nick, I said, build a 4x4 box, y'all know what I'm talking about, 4 foot this way, 4 foot that way. And I know they got motivator blades laying around up there around that shop. Build them a grate, you know, leave spaces in it for the water to go through it, and when it floods, you can take a shovel out there and dip the mud and debris off of it, but the water will go on. He said they couldn't afford to build a box. I said, you talking about $100 worth of brick a block to make something safe.
Yeah.
I built boxes everywhere all over Jefferson County. I built one time so tall, we had to build scaffold to build it to cover a 6-foot pipe. And that can be done, it don't cost that much. And I don't know why they ain't doing it. We just need something done about the water. Brenda and them, they ever get, if it comes another rain, like we got this past weekend, they ain't gonna be able to get out. I'm just telling y'all. It's that hole is just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. They gonna come down there and put, I know what they gonna do. you do too, they gonna put coal mix, y'all know what coal mix is? And that coal mix don't never get hard, does it, Eugene?
No, sir.
You can run over it, and it just does this. They go down there and put coal mix in it. It's the first time it rains, and Brenda and them comes out and run over, he gonna mash it out, gonna be the same thing over and
Yep.
over. I need to take the pipe up and fix it right. And I've been going by county shop, and they talking about, doing this and doing that. But if you keep 2 or 3 dump trucks sitting on the yard all the time, there's something wrong somewhere.
Didn't they just pass on, was a sales tax for so many cents?
Yeah,
Here a while back,
Well, that
do
was-
the roads,
Right.
that
What
was
are they
gas
doing with the
tax,
money?
but
I mean,
they
that's,
added
you know,
2 cents.
what do they do with the money? The county, I'm talking about Blunt County, you know.
That's Jefferson
It's been a
County.
few
I
years
though.
back,
appreciate
they-
all the help y'all can give us, and I feel sorry. Another thing, and I ain't seen a map on it, and I think y'all may have a copy of it. The Trafford says they don't own nothing in Blount County. But say, for instance, give a van right away from the, what's that place down there? Trafford, down at the old ball field, all the way across her property, 60 foot, to put that down there where them trailers was, in the town of Trafford. And Trafford says it's in the county line, and I don't think it is. But
There was a section, and it shows it on,
I looked
I
up,
think it shows it on that map back there, of the section that was de-annexed from the town of county line, that cut the town basically in half, or it didn't cut it in half, but it cut a section that separated most of the property on Cobb's Hill from everything else. And you can see it on that map back there.
Okay,
Yeah, it goes across Sue Francis' property, across the road,
Yep.
and,
She gave a 60 foot right of way all the way across her property.
and
Across
that's where the
James Ferry
road's so bad, right there in front of where her mailbox
Yeah.
is, it
Yeah,
goes right across there.
It was my understanding it was de-annexed from county line and annexed into
Into
Trafford
Trafford.
You're right.
At that
exactly
time.
right.
at that time. So
well, I believe I looked that up on
And see
that,
that property,
G,
that
It was
property
part of the
has
lawsuit. map.
trailers.
and I think it showed me that it was in Blount County.
And what,
I was thinking I saw that in Blount County on that
well,
GIS.
see, maybe in Blunt.
Look
Well,
at
yeah,
your
that's-
GIS map.
the
You know
what?
what I'm talking about, that GIS? Is it GIS or G?
The property's in Blount
Oh.
County, but it belongs to Trafford. It was
Yeah, it was
annexed
annexed
into
into-
Trafford.
Now, are you talking about the railroad spur?
No, I'm talking about the property
Well,
down
that-
there. That,
The property belonged to Sue Francis,
yeah,
but it was de-annexed as part of the lawsuit that
Uh-huh.
Van brought against the town many years ago.
yeah.
And I think he de-annexed a whole bunch of land.
Well, I looked that property up, that strip, because the lady that rented has leased that property right below
Yeah.
Cecil to put those trailers in, called me one day and wanted Van's number, and she began to tell me what she was gonna do. You know, she
What's
had
she gonna
leased
do
that
with it?
property, and she's gonna put some trailers in there. And I thought, I just got curious and I looked it up. But if you look at that map, of Blount County, where it gives you parcels and you can click on it and see who owns what,
Right,
whose tax records, who pays the taxes or who the tax bill goes to. I did that, and I want to think it was in Van's name, but it was the tax part. I may be mistaken, but I don't think it said, that one little line will say tax, and you'll have county line or Trafford or Blount County or something. But if you can bring
Is that
that
where
up,
those trailers are now,
you can look at
down
that.
there?
Yes,
There's
did they
two,
move some trailers in there?
No,
oh, they've been in there.
No, I'm
but-
talking about some more trailers.
no, not yet.
She was supposed to be moving something
Well,
in.
it's in the
Well,
paper, y'all got regulations.
No, it wasn't in county line.
We have a ordinance, mobile home ordinance, but Trafford has a more restrictive mobile home ordinance.
Well,
So
I'm
if
not,
it's,
thinking that it didn't say Trafford on the tax, though, is what I'm thinking.
I was trying to look here.
Said Blunt County.
Thank you, buddy.
I don't guess it's gonna let me bring it up. Here we go, maybe, maybe it will. Well, no, the Blount County, well, yeah, it does.
Click on that.
1308 is that section that was de-annexed,
Uh-huh.
and it shows, belongs to Sue Francis. And it shows the county line town limits going around her property.
Going around it.
Yeah,
But when you click on the little strip, does it, that's on this,
well, on the section that was de-annexed from county line, the majority of it's Sue Francis. Now across the road
uh-huh,
belonged to Van, and I think
Yeah.
that was also de-annexed.
uh-huh. What's the tax line say on it?
Well, it details, still Van owns property.
Was that in Blount County to begin, in county line to begin with? Across the
It
road?
had been, yes, until it was de-annexed through that lawsuit.
Well, from my understanding, all the property that was de-annexed from county line went into Trafford.
Yeah, that was my understanding too.
Yeah, that's what that was my understanding, but I was.
Anyway,
When I clicked on it.
I don't have a copy of the annexation, so I don't have any hard copy that was actually done, but that was what I was told back then, that was back in 2012, 2011, something like that. So it would have taken place prior to that. I think it was 2008, 2007, 2008.
I'm gonna
It's when the
research
other
that tomorrow.
council was in here. What year did we get elected?
2012.
Got your piece of paper there?
Anyway, we just have to investigate that.
Okay.
Does the city have a bond ordinance? Or do y'all use the state on the bond ordinance?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
Does the city have a no bond ordinance?
No burn, no.
It come on the state?
State or the county, we do not have one, the town. So, all right. Anything else?
Myrtle?
I make a motion we adjourn.
I second it.
All right, Myrtle has made the motion to adjourn. And John has seconded. All in favor? All right, the motion carried. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much for coming.